Like a seahorse?
It's like a seahorse!
Hi there, I'm Kim, and this is my husband Wei. Together we raised 2 kids, launched them into the world, sold our stuff, packed up our jobs, and hit the road. Now we're on a quest to see 60 countries before I turn 60. In our last video, we took you on a tour of Durres Albania, our 13th country. And while we were there, we found a great spot to watch the sunset and some fun places to enjoy a cocktail or 3. So we're headed back into town.
In our last video, we found some great places to not only have drinks, but watch the sunset. But first, we need to get something to eat.
And we are headed for a traditional Albanian dish called bajrak, which is like a meat pie. So more information on that when we get there.
You can find bajrak anywhere along the main street. There's little shops and bakeries. They all have it because it's easy and fast and really good.
And really popular, obviously.
We've been passing this bakery off and on over the last few weeks, so we decided today was the day we were going to stop in and try their bajrak.
It's been on our radar for a while. I actually opted for a calzone because we are just across the water from Italy, and they said it was had ham in it, and this is kind of not unsurprising but disappointing. It's a hot dog.
I opted for the bajrak. Apparently we were saying it wrong the whole time because she didn't understand when we went in and asked. So this is cheese, and predominantly they're cheese, but they can also be with spinach and meat and other things like that. I stuck with the plan. Wei got what he deserved by venturing off of it. So it's like phyllo dough stuffed with cheese. It's not warmed, which is surprising. I think I would have heated it up.
Bajrak has a really long history in this area. It was first introduced by the Ottoman Empire, so it's become a Mediterranean dish, and you can find bajrak all the way from North Africa up here through the Balkans. And it's more popular in Albania in the south, where it's typically made with cheese, eggs, and spinach, although you can find it with other things as well.
Well, you get what you pay for. That supposed meal was only about $2, which included the calzone, the bajrak, and 2 waters. So now we are off to the city to find our first stop for a cocktail on the water, which will help us get rid of that taste. We found another bajrak store and we stopped in. We're gonna try again and see if we can get one. Now this one has meat, so we'll see how it turns out.
So there's flavor in this. It's really pretty good, but the dough is really chewy and hard to get through. I don't know how to describe it, but it's moist and it's nice, and it's you just gotta have some powerful jaw muscles.
This is actually good. He is right about the dough being a little chewy, like it could be crisped up a little bit, and it would be much better again if it was warm. We apparently do not warm food in Albania. Okay, that one was much better. And
Better, but I still don't know what all the hoopla's about.
so bajrak is sort of like their fast food, and I definitely think it has potential. It's just a little oily for my taste, but that one was definitely much better. But now
A little more filling too.
yeah, that was a meat one. The meat was hard to come by. Anyway, now we really are off to get those drinks by the water.
The sidewalk has totally ended, and we are walking on an off-ramp to the freeway the wrong way. This is really sketchy.
this cow was here last time we walked by, and it's like it's on a leash, and there's a man sitting off to the side. He said no to videoing, but it's like he takes the cow out for a walk.
One of the odd things about Durrës is there's all of these buildings that are painted with different colored polka dots. And, you know, kudos to City Council for putting this together. But I gotta say, I'm not sure if I love it or not.
I think they remind me of those little sugar dots that came on those long paper rolls. I sort of want to go eat some. This is one of my favorite sculptures I've seen in quite a while. It's horses that are like mermaids. It has coming out the mermaid tail. I think it's just so fascinating. It's made out of steel. It's really beautiful.
Like a seahorse?
It's like a seahorse. I like to think of it as a horse as a mermaid. Right behind me on that point is where we're going to watch the sunset. But first, we have just enough time for a cocktail.
And that, kids, is how you make a gin and tonic. That was one of the best drinks I have ever had, and absolutely the best gin and tonic ever.
After chugging our drinks, which cost more than our entire week of groceries, by the way, we are off to watch the sunset. Now it's a little cloudy, so I don't know what kind of view we're gonna get, but it's still sunset.
We are at the world-famous Sphinx of Durres, which is one of the most recommended places to watch the sunset. And apparently it's named after the Sphinx, not so much because of the shape of it and that it looks like the Sphinx, but because it has steps like the pyramid in Giza. It's also called the Cape of Durres as well.
Now we're off to a rooftop bar for another cocktail to overlook the city.
We'll see if they can beat that gin and tonic.
That's where we're going for cocktails.
Thank you.
Oh, this looks amazing.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
I think you're gonna like it.
We made it to Fly Restaurant. We're on top of the building overlooking the city. It's a little hard to see because there's bars behind us, but anyway, we ordered
Bars is in like safety bars, not like more places to drink.
True. We ordered a Fly cocktail. So, cheers. We're on our way down after two scrumptious cocktails.
Those were good.
And now we're walking back to the beach to find another rooftop bar. And that will be our last stop of the night because Wei is ready for bed.
I am.
Change of plans. The rooftop at this place that we've been eyeing for a few weeks is now closed for the season. So we are just downstairs in the restaurant, but we have this beautiful view
and we are going to have one more cocktail and then call it a night.
We asked our waiter if he had something special he could make, and he said he's got this whiskey sour.
Let us know. He said vodka sour.
Or vodka sour. And it's not that, but it's really good.
It has a cherry taste.
Yeah.
It's super good.
Waiter has brought us the customary house Rakia.
Rocky. It's just Rocky
Rakia,
here.
yeah. It's Rocky or Rakia, depending on what country you're in the Balkans. So we said, nah, thank you, but we're not going to drink unless you have one with us. So he's back making a shot for himself.
So this is Cleo.
Hello, guys.
And
Tell us about Rakia a little bit.
Raki. So Raki is Albanian traditional from 2,000 years old now, and only with bio fruits. It's made only with bio fruits from the Albanian land. So cheers.
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 And you have to chug it, right? You do.
Yeah, with X at one go. Okay, nobody's seen. You finished.
Yeah, we got
Round
it.
number 2.
Not me.
I don't know if he loves me or hates me. All right.
Cheers once again.
I don't know what that was, but
Yeah, no, you're looking
I
much
love
better
it.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking much better too.
Okay, so this is about it for us tonight. After 2 shots of Rocky, we are headed home. Oh, for him. Well, yeah, because I only
3
did
shots of Rocky and
2.5. I only had half of mine.
cocktails.
We are headed home. We ended our night at the Vala Hotel, and it is absolutely beautiful. We didn't eat dinner here, but we would totally come back here and eat dinner. What we understand, it's very new business and so hospitable. We loved it here. We're stopping for a minute on the walk home just to tell you that you might think it's really late at night, but it's only 7:30 p.m. because the sun sets at 4:30 p.m. Being from Arizona, we don't do the daylight saving clock time change, and it has really thrown us for a loop. It is crazy how empty the beach is right now. It is 7:30 on a Friday night, and there is nobody here. So when they say there's a season, there is definitely a season in Durrës.
And I just need to go to bed. I'm sure the 6 drinks I had have something to do with that too.
This is so gonna be a blooper.
United
American.
States, America.
America.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This tastes like a hot dog on a bun. Between Marty McFly, Barfly, and the Fly.
And
Wow.
he is the cutest. He's like, you're from the United States of America? I'm from the United States. The United States of Albania. I love him.